What's going on out there, YouTube, truck drivers, subscribers? How's it going? Today I want to talk to you about a video about how to deal with a dispatcher. Now, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe, hit that bell notification. My name is Sean. I got a channel here called Trucking Life with Sean. And what I do is I try to help truck drivers succeed. I try to teach you what the CDL school won't teach you. There's a lot of overturn in this business, a lot because truck drivers are not prepared, or drivers are not prepared once they get out here. So follow my channel. I'll try to prepare you every day the best I can to be the best you, how to live life to the fullest, and how to make money as an over-road truck driver. So let's get into it. Dispatchers. What is a dispatcher? That is your lifeline. A dispatcher is somebody that's going to help you, tell you where you're going, where you're picking up. A dispatcher can make or break you. They can be your lifeline. They can be your bread and butter. They can also destroy you. So first off, what you're going to do, you go to work for a company, you're going to get assigned a dispatcher. That dispatcher is going to tell you when, where you're going. They help you get your loads home, all that good stuff. Now, you can't choose your dispatchers. Your company kind of chooses those. However, let me tell you how to deal with a dispatcher. I'm going to tell you how to deal with good ones. I'm going to tell you how to deal with bad ones. And I'm going to tell you what to do if you get caught in a bad situation. First off, once you get a dispatcher, what you want to do is you always want to, this is me personally, I try to do the best that I can for my dispatcher. I try to make sure that I'm on time. I try to make sure that I understand where I'm going. Make sure that I understand everything about this load that I can do so I can succeed for myself and for my company. That way I can get going. Now, I like communicating with my dispatchers. Some dispatchers, they don't like communicating. So you got to understand how your dispatcher works. Talk to them. Ask them, how do you like doing things? Some people just like doing the messages. That's fine too. I've worked with dispatchers that only like dealing with the Samsara. They like doing the texting back and forth. That's good. Others like doing verbal. I personally like being verbal, knowing where I'm at. I also use the Samsara. That way I've got a track of where I'm going. So talk to your dispatcher and see how he likes them. Now, a lot of times, they don't want to talk to you about your dog. They don't want to hear about how your day's going and this, that, and that, and that. They got to understand, dispatchers have a lot of stress on them too. They have a lot going on. Some dispatchers and some companies may have 50, 60, 75 drivers, 100 drivers. They have a lot. So you got to understand, they make mistakes too, just like you. They're only human, but you got to hold them to accountability. You got to hold them to that. So I want to go in over a few things. So what I do is I communicate with my dispatcher. Now, let's say they give me a load that's got to go 600 miles. I realize that this load is not going to, no way in heck, I'm going to make it there on time. It's set to fail already. Now, I'm going to tell my dispatcher up front, hey, listen, I'm not going to make it on time. He might get upset. He might get mad. But realistically, if you can't make it, you cannot make it. The more you communicate, the more y'all can work better as a team. And it goes both ways. They got to communicate with you too. If I'm in traffic, I see something's going by, I let them know, hey, look, I'm running a little behind. I may make it, maybe close. Give them an opportunity to go ahead and email and to call that place ahead of time to let them know that you're going to be running behind and that you're running late. When I'm about to get there, I send them a message, hey, I'm an hour away. Because I want my back load. I want my next load getting ready to go. When I get there, I send a message. Boom. Hey, I'm in the dock, by the way. They send a message. Hey, by the way, they said I'll have me ready in about 45 minutes. What's the plan, Joe? What's the plan, yo? And man, I'll send nothing back. All right. Wait a few more minutes. I'm empty. Send a message. I'm empty. I give them about 30 minutes. I don't hear from them. I'm calling them. Hey, what's up, Jack? I've been empty about 30 minutes. What you got for me? They may say, hey, I'm working on it. And a lot of times they working on it. They have other people, customer service and things like that are working on it. I said, okay, no problem. Let me know. I'm ready. Time's ticking. Let's go, boss. Guess they own them. And then all of a sudden, I'll wait. And they say it might be an hour, so I'll wait about an hour. I don't hear from them. Send a message. Hey, it's been an hour. What we got? Boom. They may send a message right back saying, hey, listen, it's going to be 3 o'clock. Damn, that sucks. All right. Well, at least they're communicating. I don't hear nothing. On the phone. What's up, Jack? What's happening? Let's go. I'm the driver that will drive you nuts to make sure you're going to get me a load. And you'll get me a load faster because guess what? I'm not going to be the forgotten one. I ain't going to be sitting there like, Hope they call me soon. Hope they call me soon. No, I'm ready to go, Jack. I'm here to make money, and I'm here to make my company money, and I want these tires turning and burning. Now, let's say if I got I'm gonna give an example. For example, here we had a new dispatcher. Not naming no names a while back. It didn't happen to me, but it happened to another driver, and I'm leaving his nameless. He got a load supposed to go to Michigan on Sunday. It's Friday. He called his dispatcher, and they said, yeah, we got your load Sunday. Come Sunday, he's supposed to go to Michigan. Now, he called in the dispatch because he never got the information on the computer, and he's at his house now. And he's like, hey, time to go to Michigan. He's like, I was making sure my load's ready. They're like, what load? What are you talking about? What if he'd have gotten his truck, drove all the way up there, got his wife, started his time? He didn't. What happened was the dispatcher either forgot to put him on that load or the load canceled. Either way, he didn't let him know. So he calls me. He's like, Sean, what should I do? Should I just, should I go to the supervisor? No. He's new. Let him know. Come Monday, psh, hey, look, Jack, let me tell you something. I know you got a lot going on, and don't be rude. Be respectful. You got to be respectful to people. Say, yeah, I know you got a lot going on, but don't let that shit fly, man. My wife's gonna be mad at me. She had to get up and take me all the way up there for no reason, and I lost my time. Let them know how you feel so they don't do it again. So you want to make sure that you jack them up if you got to, but be nice to them. Don't be like, hey, son of a. I'm never ugly. I'm very respectful to my dispatchers. I'm very understanding. Things happen. It's not in their control. Understand this is trucking, y'all. You may have some bad things happen here, and it's going to happen in other places too. It's trucking. Things happen, but you don't want things happening repeatedly over and over and over again. Now, let's say you get a dispatcher that's a bad dispatcher and you're not getting no miles, but you're doing all that you can do. You're communicating, you're calling, and you're constantly sitting. You're not going nowhere. You're like, man, should I leave? Don't leave the company. Wait a couple weeks. Go to the operations manager and say, listen, what's going on? I've been here for 3 weeks. These last 3 weeks, I ain't been getting no miles. I'm not making no money. Help me out. A lot of times, companies will rather you talk to them. They'll switch to the board because they want good drivers. But sometimes good drivers fall beneath the cracks because lazy dispatchers. It happens. I'm not saying all dispatchers are bad. I'm not saying all drivers are good. You got some bad drivers out there, and you got some bad dispatchers. So the key, communication. Always communicate with your dispatcher. Always. Talk to them. Let them know what's going on, where you're at, so they can be more efficient for you. If that doesn't work, go over their heads, find out what you got to do. I hope this video helps you out. Like I said, there's a lot that I can try to teach you in truck driving, but I do believe this is something we should address, and that's dealing with dispatchers. Let me know in the comments what you think. Trucking Life with Sean. Let's get it.